Stadium in Conway, South Carolina would appear to be a far cry from the classics, but Chaucer would be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the teal. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Rice Owls, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Chanticleers offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
The sure hands, it's Tucker. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
And they swarm him under.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking for a man. It's Warner. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Owls have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Chanticleers with the 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Fights off a defender.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15. And the Chanticleers have moved it inside the 20. It'll be a draw. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. 1st down to start the drive after the break. They're going to ride this running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run play action. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Graves. Slips through the line. And there he goes. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. And this is an offensive coordinator's dream. The short field, the very short field, the punt return setting it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. This one's complete. Tackled after picking up the first down. And the Owls will hustle to the line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
He'll try to pop the draw. And he could not get loose on the run.
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job, stopped the play for no gain.
To the air, it's Warner. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that pass is intercepted. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to...
And he's running in the open. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes, yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Feeling some heat. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. He's going for the big play. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
Caught near the sticks, it's Campbell. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Snagged on the outside, it's Connors. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for the score! Touchdown Owls! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw, it's Vasco. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Hauls it in.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to run for it. The Chanticleers get the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They're going to run it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The inside handoff. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Rice rushes to the line. Back to throw, it's Warner. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, this guy's going to make catches all over the field. That time, he lined up all the way to the left side, and he was able to cross the entire field to make a catch on the right side. Defense lost track of him, and it ended up being a big play.
The run from the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They think there's room to run to the right here. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Chanticleers are on the move. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
This time on target.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fast motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Warner. Grabs it in the middle. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Movement here from the tight end. Off play action on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for space. It's Washington. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back, put the pressure on their own defense.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away.
Okay, ready?
This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about solve this game away. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. The Chanticleers get it past the sticks. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, I think this game is pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. So that's a 60-yard touchdown run. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Back to pass, it's Warner. A deep throw as the clock winds down. All kinds of running room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The offense set for a first down play. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.